Hi friends! Today's lesson is about texture and pattern. We are going to be creating a bear or a panda bear, and we are going to show texture, meaning it looks like it would feel like something. So I added hair to my bear to imply that you could feel fur or see fur when you look at my bear. Texture is what something feels like when we touch it. In art, when something we make looks like it feels, it's called visual or implied texture. So I made fur to imply that the bear has soft fur and texture on the skin. So also in art, we use this element of art called pattern. And a pattern is a repeated decorative design. So you could do a pattern by repeating shapes. You could make a pattern by repeating lines. So I'm going to put this aside right now and we're going to start. This video shows how to make a bear. So what you need for today's art lesson is a pencil and a white piece of paper. Miss Anderson has her paper portrait, not landscape, so I have my paper portrait. All right. If you need to pause the video at any time, feel free to do so. The first shape I'm going to draw is going to be a circle right in the middle of my page. Now, if it's harder for you to draw a circle, maybe you find something around the house to draw your circle. Maybe it's a cup and you flip over a cup. Maybe it's a small bowl. So think about maybe what you could use if you need help drawing a circle. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because it is a bear, and maybe the bear doesn't have a perfectly circle face. So I just drew a circle like that. Alright, so draw a circle, and I left room at the bottom so I could add my bear's sweater. I have room at the top so I can add some ears. So I kind of centered it. My next shape is going to be a semicircle for my two ears, so almost like a rainbow. So I'm going to start right here, go up, curve, and bring it down. I'm going to do the same thing on the left side for the ear. So I go up, curve, and down. Inside of my ears, I'm going to do the same shape. So I'm going to also do another semicircle, but it's going to be smaller. I'm going to do that on both sides. My bear wants to see, so I'm going to draw two ovals for eyes. Maybe you have a different shape in mind, so I'm going to draw my ovals. 1, 2. Now inside the ovals, maybe you're drawing a circle, half circle at the top, so then we can see that white little dot or glare in our bear's eyes, but it's up to you. I'm also going to just draw a circle around like this, because I'm not going to put fur, that much texture around there. I'm shading this in now. You don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm just shading this in right now. Okay. Now, could your eyes look different than mine? Sure, it does not have to look like Miss Anderson's. So I'm going to draw the nose next, and the nose kind of comes out. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw this kind of big oval shape, like that. Now that's not the nose, but that's the part that goes out. And the tip of the nose, you could draw an oval if you wanted to. You could draw like a horizontal line and then two diagonals, so it's like an upside down triangle. I'm going to make my bear have a really cute nose, and I'm going to draw a heart, but you could do something else. So to draw my heart, I start right here, bump, go down, bump, go down. So I can have a cute heart nose, and then in my nose, I drew a little white like comma area, so then I could shade this nose in as well. But leave that comma area white. But your nose might look different, and that's okay. That's what I love about art, is that we all have different styles and different interpretation. Okay, to draw my mouth, I'm going to start at the bottom of my heart, draw a line going down, and then I'm going to draw kind of a hook, and then another hook, almost like a J. Oh, my bear is looking very cute. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add my sweater. So I'm going to start on the bottom of my bear's head, and I'm just going to draw a curve, kind of getting bigger as it goes down. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm just going to draw a curve, and it gets bigger as it goes down for the body, like that. And it just goes off my page. Alright, to create a pattern sweater, I find it easiest if we follow a small curved line. So it looks like it goes around. So I'm going to, maybe about 2 finger lengths, I'm going to draw another curved line going around the sweater. 2 finger lengths, curved line, 2 finger length. Alright, this is looking like a nice sweater. Move it up. Curve. This will go off my page. Like that. Beautiful. So finish your sweater so you have different lines, because inside of these lines or sections, we are going to be creating patterns for our sweater. But before we do that, let's talk about texture. So texture, right, is the way something feels or looks like it would feel that way. So I want my bear to look like it's furry. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start drawing these little lines, and I'm just going to go around the eyes first. I'm going to go over here now. Nice. I'm going to go again. This time it goes a little bigger. Go around the curve of the eye. Now I'm going to do a little curve around my nose area. Curve around the eyes again. Curve around the nose. So I'm just drawing repeated lines. They don't have to be perfect. They could be a little squiggly. I'm going to go back around the eyes again. Now we're just kind of sketching this out with our pencil. Next week we're going to add a little crayon to add a little more texture to the fur. So right now I'm just kind of sketching it out. Notice I'm using a lot of small, quick lines. We want them to be little pieces of hair, right? My bear is really fuzzy. Think about your teddy bear and how soft they are. I'm going to do my ears too, so I'm just going to kind of go around my ears. Go over here. So I kind of follow all the curves of the face, the ear. Okay. So that's good for right now. Now thinking about our sweaters are also kind of very textury, right? There's fuzzy sweaters, there's woolly sweaters, there's very soft sweaters. Maybe there's not so soft sweaters, the itchy sweaters. So I think I'm going to make this top part kind of to look like it's a very cozy, soft sweater. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of just make these curved lines across so it looks like a collar. And maybe your sweater looks different. And now I'm going to kind of draw these like little squiggly lines inside. So it looks like little threads are coming off my sweater, and it's warm and cozy, especially as winter gets a little colder for us. This bear has the right idea by wearing this nice sweater. So I just made some texture on my sweater by just doing these very kind of fun squiggles. This is the only time I'm telling you to squiggle or draw these crazy lines. Just kidding. It's fun to make. So then think about a pattern. So a pattern could be a repeated shape or repeated line. And so far in art, we've been learning a lot about repeating lines and repeating shapes. So I think that I'm going to do my first one as a repeating shape. So I'm going to start off with a circle. And I'm going to go to a heart. Circle. What comes next? A heart. What comes next? Circle. Heart. Circle. Heart. Beautiful. Maybe my next repeated pattern would be, maybe I'll do zigzags, and I'll do them small. So to make it a pattern, we have to repeat. So I think I'm going to make another zigzag. And I'll go again. Just to fill that whole section. Okay, maybe you want to show that your sweater's fuzzy again, so maybe in this section you're just going to draw those really crazy lines because it's super soft, so I'm doing all these squiggles. My sweater is so soft. This bear is very happy about his sweater. He likes it very much. Okay. The next step, maybe you're going to do another shape. So you could do a shape pattern. So maybe I'll do triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, circle, triangle, square. Oh, it just goes off the sweater. So if you want to make your own patterns or lines, you can. You do not have to do what I did. Maybe you have different ideas for your sweater, for the pattern. Maybe you have different shapes. So you can kind of decide what you want to use, and I'll let you finish the next two sections by yourself, or maybe you have more than those sections. So use your creativity, come up with another pattern, and I will be excited to see your work. Have fun. Don't color anything today. We just completed our drawing.